We are done for the second semi-final. The qualifiers have been announced and we have our full list of 26 countries competing in the final on Sunday, Saturday even. But what do I think of the qualifiers from the second semi-final? Well, let's find out together. Roll those titles. Good morning, afternoon or even everybody, I am Jamie Vision and welcome back to a brand new video where the second semi-final has just been concluded. I have seen it all, you've seen it all. I'm now about to make my little opinions as to why those particular qualifiers deserve to be made, or deserve to make it to the grand final, and why those that didn't qualify or got eliminated, alas, missed out on this particular occasion. But before we begin, smash that like button as hard as you can, and also smash that subscribe button to get more of my juicy Eurovision content goodness, which I will be doing more of after the whole Eurovision campaign is done and dusted, because we've only got one show to go and that's the grand final. Oh, time flies. But in any case, let's get on with my reaction and analysis to the second semi-final. A quick reminder of those that have qualified, and in order as per they were announced on the night, we have Albania, Serbia, Bulgaria, Moldova, Portugal, Iceland, San Marino, Switzerland, Greece and Finland. So let's start off with Albania. I am not in the least bit surprised. I mean, I did predict this to qualify. Whilst, again, it's a song that I'm not massively overhyped about, she nevertheless made it a very, very solid, strong performance. And at the end of the day, Albania tend to do, they have their relative success in the Eurovision Song Contest when it comes to qualifying, simply because they've got their own unique style. They've got a brand, if you like, their own culture-like thing, to which everybody in Europe tends to sort of like go, yes, that is Albania, that is going through. I don't think it's going to do that well come the grand final. If anything, well, I might as well just say this quickly. This was definitely overall a weaker semi-final compared to the first one. Sorry for my voice being a little bit croaky, but I've shouted a few times again because of my excitement for some of the qualifiers. But in any case, Albania, I think overall they did deserve to go through. They were in a solid position. It's not a bad song, but don't expect this to do massively well come grand final night. But nevertheless, they qualified. Enough said. Second up was Serbia. Now, I won't say surprised it has qualified, because I'm not that surprised, but if anything, I'm a little bit hesitant at that fact they did qualify, because it could have been a couple of other countries, which we'll come to later on. I reckon this might have squeaked through. Whilst, obviously the three girls themselves, Huracan, they know how to slay it, they were working it well with the hair and everything, and the booty shaking. For me, the song was just kind of a little bit weak. I know they tried to get the vibe going, and it was a bit of a crescendo and a key change at the end. But for me, this will be another one of them weak ones that have only just snuck into the grand final. It was a toss-up for me whether they were going to qualify, but they have done, so well done to them, I guess. But don't expect absolute magic from them. Again, like Albania, don't expect absolute magic from them. Third up though, Bulgaria. I do expect magic to happen, at least a good solid top 10 finish for Bulgaria. It's a nice little slow ballad from her, as what she probably would have done for 2020, with added sand and an added platform, and her coming out dressed in her pyjamas for good measure. You know what, it was a nice song, it's not too bad, it made it stand out compared to the rest of the field. It's a nice solid little number, nice little solid job. Of course, but Bulgaria were going to qualify, it was a no-brainer. Well done, you deserve it, absolutely. Fourth up was Moldova. Hey, you gotta love some sugar for that. Obviously, I might as well say it, I'm disappointed they didn't use ice cream cones, but nevertheless, with the and oh, do you know what? She held her vocals that night. And also another thing I completely forgot about is that she did actually represent Moldova beforehand in 2006 in like a mixtural group, which, if I remember correctly, in 2006 she briefly wore a bikini. But that's by the by. This is now. It was a nice solid number. She performed it very well. She got the crowd going actually a little bit at one point. Come on, you're up! Kind of all the rest of it. But then again, there's a couple of others will be doing that as well. But nevertheless, Moldova, I think, do just about deserve to qualify for the final. But again, don't expect absolute miracles. Maybe below mid-table, maybe. Number 5 was Portugal. I am so bloody pleased this was qualified. When I watched it, I'm like, this is actually not too bad. And actually before the whole night itself, I was beginning to like the song even more. I like it even more now. And do you know what? Props to the camera department and the way it was all panned out. Because obviously, as per the national final, they did like a black and white thing to a colourful thing, as they did. But with an added extra, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but they went from a 4:3 picture frame to 16:9 as soon as the second verse hit. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but the you know where it says obviously at the bottom left there, song number, country, and like a little hashtag for the 3 letters. They were pictured in with the 4:6 frame and then moved over as soon as it became 16:9 ever so slowly. I think that was a brilliant little touch just to add a little bit of je ne sais quoi to the song. And you know what? Props to Portugal. Thank God you qualified. Yes, I was rooting for you and you did it. Get in there. I am rooting for this one, but you know, don't expect it to do massive miracles, but I'm so hoping you do. I really am getting behind this one. It's a lovely little song. Portugal, you more than deserve to qualify. Song number 6, Iceland. Of course it was going to qualify, even if, despite one of them getting COVID-19 and they had to do their second rehearsal performance, of course it was going to qualify. Then add a little touch of all those little pianos coming around in like a full circle. Obviously the redness with the how does it keep getting better. This was an absolute no-brainer. Well done, Iceland. Of course you deserve it. No, I don't even need to say it anymore. How does it keep getting better? It's getting better and you're going into the final. Well done, Iceland. Number 7 was San Marino, banger over an opener, and the legend himself, Flow Rider, was there to make sure that everybody got in on the act for the party to start for the second semi-final, and this was not a huge surprise. Nobody expected anything less. Would it have won the semi-final? That's a touch one, but you know, we'll come there after the grand final and all the rest of it. But San Marino is in a solid position to do well for the grand final, no matter where they're positioned. I expect big things. Well done. Song number 8 announced was Switzerland, and well, I'm not surprised. Obviously, this qualified. It deserves to. It's a great song, but what the hell with that staging? For me, it just did not match. I am kind of a little bit, I'm not totally surprised it qualified, but I would be very surprised if this did actually win the semi-final, because the staging itself, as much as he was a great performer and as much as we all love the song, it's a complete mismatch. Total mismatch with the staging. With those white pillars and him doing like whatever that is. It would be like he was beatboxing to a ballad. No, this didn't match. But nevertheless, I think we're all relieved Switzerland did qualify. But aside from that, obviously, overall as a song, because as a song contest, they did deserve to qualify. Just don't expect to do... I honestly expect this to struggle to get to the top 10 with that staging. I really do. Number 9 up was Greece. Did you expect anything less with a green screen and Let's Dance over, over? The clever thing about the green screen malarkey is that all of them were in green, or the dancers themselves were in green, with like I think green masks or something like that for the first part. But they made her stand out in purple, so therefore she didn't clash with any colours or anything else like that. The backstage, the backing pit background was very cleverly done. And yeah, just a great overall performance, great overall song. Of course it was going to qualify. And Stefania, you rock, you slay it, you slay it. Of course it's qualifying. And finally, last up was Finland. Thank God. They saved for me the best till last. It was touch and go. I thought to myself, oh, is Finland actually going to qualify? But thank goodness they did. Banger. Absolute banger. Yes, they can be compared to Linkin Park for all I care. You guys absolutely made it. You brought that house down. You made it blow the roof for all I know. Finland absolutely deserved to qualify. Thank God for that. I was a little bit relieved, not going to lie. My heart was racing when they were announcing the qualifiers, but thank goodness for that. Phew! So now to the acts that did not qualify, alas missed out, and I'm going to go for the simple... Well, I'm going to explain what I think were the reasons why they didn't qualify. First up in alphabetical order was Austria. Hey, on a side note, both the Amens did not qualify. How about that? But anyways, as far as Austria is concerned, it was just not that lively. Yes, the lighting made it stand out and everything. He did a good performance of it. But the song itself just wasn't as lively compared to the rest of it. Yes, it was a nice enough ballad, but really in terms of the overall vibe, I think we're going to go for up-tempo bangers. The majority of them that did qualify were up-tempo bangers. Not many people were looking for a nice ballad, and this was one of them. And I think that's the main reason, if I'm honest with you. Nothing against him. He did very well. The staging and the performance was very good. Just the song was a little bit weak, if I'm honest with you. But I wouldn't be surprised if it sort of came 12th or something like that out of 17. But anyway, that's why I think Austria didn't qualify. Czech Republic, I think this is the weakest of the lot. I simply think it was the weakest of the lot. Apparently kept mucking it up in rehearsals, which I didn't fully know about. But yeah, just a simple weak song and simple weak staging and performance from those backing dancers. They weren't in the right outfits for me. I get the vibe, obviously, because it's Benny Cristo. He's all like that and everything. I can't do that. But yeah, no, he was. Another weak song. Sorry, I honestly think this was last. I honestly think this was the last out of the lot. Sorry, Czech Republic, but you just need to come with something better. That's all I can say. Next up was Denmark. Well, the Denmark that didn't qualify. Oh, maybe only just missed out. I mean, it held the fact it would perform last, so they closed out the show. I think it was just a simple case of 80s-ness. Also, the staging I felt was, well, it was copy and paste per the semi-final, but yeah, a little bit weak by all accounts. And that's what I've really got to say to it. It was 80s. Nobody really wants that kind of vibe anymore, if I'm honest with you. Not a bad song. I think I quite enjoyed it for myself, and I wouldn't have minded it qualifying, but yeah, just weak at the knees, unfortunately. Next up on the list is Estonia. Hey, listen, not a bad staging. I mean, obviously it was per the copy-paste from the national final, but the only difference being is that they couldn't include chains or anything else like that in it, which for the first half of the song, you're like, oh, it's quite captivating because obviously they've kept certain bits in it with him falling through the water and stuff like that. But yeah, I felt they could have done like a couple of extra things in the second half of the song because the first half was good, second half quite bland and boring. In terms of staging, that is, but someone was never going to get that anywhere, and plus it was second up. It was always going to be tough for Estonia. So next up, Georgia. The simple reason is that absolutely nobody liked this cliche ballady song. Or it's only not enough for it to qualify in any case because it was just so weak. It was really weak. He's a great singer and he made the most of it, especially with actually some rather good staging effects. Maybe he could have done with some of that like virtual reality stuff. Maybe that could have bumped it up a little bit, but otherwise I think it was always going to struggle. I personally quite wouldn't have minded it qualifying. My mum for some reason really liked it, but I knew we weren't going to qualify. Enough said. There's no moon rising for Latvia, who were the other eliminated country. Or one of the other eliminated countries, despite all of her best efforts, especially with a bit of virtual reality. There was some virtual reality in that performance with that shenanigans. Yeah, the song was just, again, it was just another one of them weaker songs which have relatively good staging, and it was Samantha's usual stuff of having side dancers with those visors on and everything. Kind of makes you would have thought maybe she did, would have qualified for 2020 because obviously she would have had the similar things anyway with her performance. But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe we only just missed out. Maybe it's one of those sort of only just miss out ones. But it is what it is. And finally, Poland was the last of the eliminated countries. I'm not surprised. I really am not surprised. The Kimi Räikkönen look-alike from Formula 1 tried to get the most out of another weak song. It was just a simple weak song with all like the pyros and the good dancers. He was okay. He had one or two buff notes from tonight, but I mean, I don't know what happened on the jury night, but anywho, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't a bad effort. Just complete another week, just another week entry. That's all it really boiled down to, just a simple, weak song. He tried his bloody best, but that was it. And of course we will know soon when those countries will be allocated those specific positions. That will be announced in due course. And as soon as that announcement is made, I will let you guys know as far as that particular next video is concerned. And indeed, my next video is going to be my predictions for the grand final, specifically where or which country is going to be ending up in. I'll try and make it as fairly brief as I can, what with certain video timelines and everything else like that, but I will be making my predictions, come tomorrow. I'm getting a lot of notifications here, as you understand. But in any case, that does it for me with this particular video, analysing who qualified or why they deserved to qualify and why they didn't, and stuff like that. And that's about it. What do you think of it all from second semi-final? Please do let me know in the comments below. Who did you want to qualify? Who did you not want to qualify? And if so, did your favourite go through? Did it not go through? Please do let me know in the comments section below. My voice is starting to die out, so I'm going to be trying saving it for the next few days. Shut up. As always, smash the subscribe button down there. And if you want to see the playlist of all my reactions to this year's competition, click over there. Smash that like button as hard as you can and ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video for my predictions for the grand final. Toodaloo!